guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So today, going back into some old videos again. I am doing my best to keep refreshing myself on the history of the Animal Farm and Forex Shark projects and how they play out, because if not, you kind of forget and then you get suckered back into the hype and all the FOMO and stuff like that, and then you forget the track record. And especially when people are deleting videos, notes are gone, nobody's covering stuff anymore. It's like, well, I'm gonna keep beating the drum, because the goal for me is, like I said, to at least protect future investors, not financial advice, but at least have a place where people can get information. It'd be no different if you had an Amazon store, you were selling something and you deleted all the negative reviews, and your product is not 5 stars, it's actually somewhere in the middle. Some people are happy with it, some are not. But if you delete all the negative reviews, somebody brand new coming through sees that and it's like, oh, I guess everything's great. And it's like, no, that is not the case. So this one, I made me go back and think, and I was like, man, so many things were like on the positive outlook for the ecosystem, and it just never came to fruition. So like this video I made here, which is over a year ago. What's the actual date? Damn, June 19th, 2022. And this was where I discovered that from Animal Farm V1 to V2, Forex had reduced the supply of pigs by like 90%. So we went from 16 million on V1 to like 360,000 or so on V2. I thought I had a screenshot up here easily. 359,000. So I was like, oh man, this is insane. This is amazing, you know? And again, it could have been. And then tie that to this video, also the dynamic decentralized supply control algorithm, the DDSCA. And that was in December. And remember, this was the most innovative thing, bullish thing in crypto, and how other platforms just blindly emit rewards. And with the staking model and the way the taxes work and the DDSCA, it was like the farm could not fail. Like there was so many, what do you call it? What are these? Interviews and articles written, even Yahoo Finance and Bicken.com. All this stuff was talking about the DDSCA. So we were all singing the praises of how amazing this was, how innovative it was, and how great it was going to be. And that just, again, I got to keep echoing this. It does not matter how innovative or how unique something is if you do not recognize the energy in the space. So I don't know how much time Forex spent on this. And yeah, it works. We have it on the farm. We've been sitting here deflationary for forever. But yet and still, even with this, we basically were at peg to maximal for a little while, but then the charts all just started to look the same. So you can't go against the energy. It doesn't matter how much innovation you tie in, how many ways you lock up people's capital, how much staking is involved and taxes and all these things, the chart still looks the same. You cannot avoid it. And the dogs and a 90% tax and the vesting model and how it's similar to TradFi and all this stuff. And again, I was knee deep in that, like singing the praises on this. I broke this down really eloquently, if I might add, about how the DDSCA works and how it was supposed to revolutionize things. Even somebody in here on the pigs, I was kind of a crypto kings kind of advocate. This person's like, where did I get the numbers to say that it could reach $20 to $30 a day in dividends? That would be insane. And I was like, well, based off of capital that was in the farm previously, the current circulating supply of pigs, and previous daily tax divided by transaction volume. So yeah, the math, the numbers, everything is there, but it had zero to do with the energy and the space and how people actually are playing this. So these are the valuable lessons learned that I'm trying to regurgitate and share back with at least people still watching now, because inevitably, as new AMAs come out, new information will be shared, new things will be released of how bullish it is, how innovative it is, how nobody's doing this in crypto. But again, it does not matter if the energy has not changed. And I don't believe the energy will ever change, to be honest. And if it does, it'll be a split. So let me explain. I believe that for the most part, the DeFi, the meme tokens, all this stuff outside your blue chips, those will always be the degens. It's going to be the speculative, buy a monkey JPEG, you know, ROI, dApps, all that stuff. And that's going to always be there because as crypto adoption grows, new countries, new people come in with very little risk capital, but they're willing to YOLO their last $100, hoping to make 1,000x. They're not investors. They are gamblers. And gamblers will always be there. You can find people sitting on the corner hustling, playing 3-card Monte. You know, casinos are the nice professional way to gamble, but it's always there. Doesn't matter what country I visit, there's always some form of scratch ticket, a lottery, something. Even tuk-tuk drivers just sitting there gambling. Or there's this one game called Kick the Flip Flop, where like you kick a shoe and person closest to the other shoe without touching it, you get the money in the middle, like all this stuff. Gamble, gamble, gamble. Doesn't matter. So that energy in the space will never change. And if that never changes, you building dApps to try to turn it into something that is not, it's not going to work. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, right? So I believe that with this new ETF potential for BlackRock or any of the sovereign wealth funds or the big institutional money that's going to come in, but they sure as hell ain't making their way over to DeFi, the unregulated spaces. These people have made their wealth by playing the game accordingly, and the rules in DeFi are not the same. So they can't control those as easily. So they will stay with Bitcoin and ETH and, you know, maybe your chain links, your XRPs, all these things. So I think we will have both. But us on this channel and playing in this space, the energy is not going to change. So no matter what a dev says they're trying to do, and I'm very similar. I want to bring real utility. But that means I have to market to different people. I can't market to degens if I'm bringing utility. I got to go market for me, like the health and fitness side, and get people to be like, hey, you can buy my health and fitness plan, but you don't have to use your debit credit card. And I can take any currency, any global country, you know, and in a couple minutes you have this. So that's, I can market it that way, you know, not the crypto degen YOLO side. And then I can, you know, reward people with points and all that other stuff. But I'm actually just selling a regular entrepreneurial service online. So I don't see where this will ever blend just due to the way that energy is. And again, just to circle this back, that's why I want to revisit things like this, because Forex supposedly is a multi-deca millionaire and a quote unquote master trader. So if this is true, then this means he is of the investor mindset and does not seem like he's going to change and understand that there are degens in crypto, specifically in his dApps and in the DeFi side. So he wants to bring these utilities over that TradFi has, and I don't know if they will ever be welcomed here. I'm not sure. It's going to be very challenging to go against that energy in the space. Some people, of course, are looking forward to it and will adopt it, but it doesn't seem to get as much hype. Like you can go to OpenBNB Leverage, the one that Binance helped co-fund, and there's not that many people using options and futures and stuff like that and taking leverage on tokens, even though it's available. It's not a thing. Borrow and lending, you saw how that worked with Terra Luna. So I don't know if it's going to pick up the way we want. So all that being said is, I don't know about the new SPRITZ token going forward. I do want to see if new tokens are made out of thin air in the new contract. That will be interesting to look at. So we have 422,000 right now, pigs. And again, there was 360,000 that were created at the launch over a year ago. So ironically, not that many pigs were minted, but yet the token still did exactly as everything else in the ecosystem. So one could argue the dynamic decentralized supply control algorithm did what it was supposed to do, but you cannot fight the tide. And therefore the degen energy in the space was like, yo, I ain't holding this to get half a cent per pig dividends. I'm dumping all of these tokens. So even though that supply control algorithm was available and went down to deflationary, it's been there ever since, people are still buying and dumping their pigs, or I'm sorry, farming and dumping their pigs. So the new SPRITZ token, if it can be farmed, which from my understanding it still will be, it's not going to change anything. So keep an eye out for that when you hear the new AMAs and new information, because again, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. So I just wanted to recap and check back in on the DDSCA as well as the pigs, aka the seats token, and just reflect on the history of what we've seen for this entire system, and have a pin in this October 20 something 2023 to be able to come back and go, yep, nothing changes if nothing changes. All right, smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.